Hi everyone. So my name is Chanel and I'm going to review the Netflix movie Really Love. I'll try to make this kind of like short. I'm not going to make it like too long, but so basically I'm going to actually Google the description of it so I can like tell you what it's about. Okay. Really Love Film 2020. Really Love is a 2020 American romantic drama film directed by Angel Christie Williams and co-written by Felicia Pride. It's set in Washington, D.C. and centers around the romance between a struggling artist, Kofi, I don't even know how to say his last name, and ambitious law student Yutha. Really Love debuted in October 2020. So, basically, the movie's just about their relationship and like what happened. So they met at an art museum and it was kind of awkward initially how they met anyway, because she just randomly was like, "Oh, this is so amazing." And he just was like, "Yeah, keeps me up at night how amazing Black people are." And it's like, "Well, what do you say to that?" Like, yeah, I agree. Like, and then what do you say after that? Like, I don't know. The initial meeting was just a little off to me. And then he just kind of like touched her necklace and was just like, "Oh, that's beautiful." And I'm just like, he don't even know her. He don't even know her name. And he just start touching her necklace. Like, okay, I guess. Um, that was the only thing that was kind of weird in the beginning of the movie, at least. And then basically their relationship was just struggle love. It was a struggle love relationship. And I don't condone that, by the way. I don't condone struggle love. I think that you should have some standards in place. I can't tell you what standards you should have, but you should have some standards in place. Because if you don't, you'll make a mistake like most of us do. And I think in the movie, she made a mistake. While it wasn't a mistake to follow your heart. That's never really a mistake. But when your career could like go in the wrong direction because of it, then that's bad. That's a mistake. And I feel like she almost would have made that choice had she not presented the idea to him and he was like, "Oh no, you should take this job. Even though it was far, we'll figure it out." And it was like, okay, this man had no direction for their relationship. He didn't seem like he cared. He was very nonchalant and dismissive about a very big, important part of her career. And so she ended up leaving. She did end up leaving. And he ended up becoming a very popular artist. And he started making money and was featured in museums. So they both ended up successful apart. They ended up rekindling, and he finally professed that he was in love with her the whole time and he loves her. But she was just like, she kind of just left. Like, I don't even remember what she said, if she said anything, but it wasn't a response enough that would be like reassuring to something. Because what they could have done was lay everything out on the table of what was wrong with the relationship. Like, and I felt like they didn't do that. I don't know why, but in real life, I think that would have been a good part to unpack everything that you thought was wrong. What didn't you like? What did you like? How did you feel? I think that would have been a better ending than to just kind of leave. Now, the final art piece that he did at the end was a portrait of her in the nude, obviously from memory because they were sleeping together and he loves her body, I guess. So he painted it and it was beautiful. I mean, it was an amazing art piece to me. And I feel like I really like that part. Like, I really like the artistry of the movie for sure. Do I like their relationship? Absolutely not. I think that they could have had a better relationship, but if you are an aspiring artist, a lot of times it's hard to make money. So that's kind of realistic. Like, it's hard to start making money doing your craft like immediately, and it takes time to get to where you want to be. So that was realistic, but it wasn't really fair to her because she kind of got, I feel like she got snubbed in the relationship. Like, she was doing all this stuff. He wasn't even really taking her out on no actual dates. It was more like the park type of stuff, like real low budget things. Um, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the park. I love the park and stuff, but you want somebody that can actually take you out on like a proper date. So don't sit here and act like you don't. So those were some things that I didn't like. I still recommend watching it because, you know, I love seeing black people in movies. It's like an all black cast, and it was just amazing to see that in the artistry. Like, it was amazing to me. I don't think it is up there with Love Jones yet because Love Jones is a classic, and you know, me personally, Love Jones is my all-time favorite movie. It's my all-time favorite. I can watch it like 10 times. I know the words in the movie. Like, I love Love Jones so much, even though it's toxic. Even though it's toxic, and it's struggle love as well, but you know, it just had a little bit more depth to it. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But go watch both of those. Watch Really Love and Love Jones, and then, you know, see what you think about it. What did you learn? What didn't you like? Just, you know, have some thoughts about it. Um, I think though, if you are like getting over a breakup or something like that and it's really, really fresh, I don't recommend watching it. I don't recommend watching it if you feel like you got played or you dated a guy that you really didn't have no business dating, because you're going to be triggered by this movie. It triggers a lot of people who have been in struggle love relationships and who always feel like they get the short end and feel like they do so much for the relationship. They give so much of themselves in the relationship just to lose in the end because the other person didn't really want to fight for it. And they just kind of let it go. Like how he was just like, oh yeah, take the job. Like, you just kind of let it go. Like, you just let her go type of stuff. But then you loved her. So that I don't agree with. But that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, I still feel like you should watch it. It's still a good movie because it's a black love movie, and who don't like those? So yeah.